Livin with the Hendersons. This sound finna go off in a minute. There you go. This your boy Livin with the Hendersons coming at y'all with another three banger. So just gotta hold up, check in, come in, stay in. You got 10 minutes. Get your kids off the bus, get your wives, get you some snacks, some drinks, some smoke, and be ready in 10 minutes. We got a three game, actually, we got a six-game banger, but that's going to be later. So we fit to get into it. Got a three-game banger. We got a, let me see, one, two, three, four. We got a six-game road trip. So I'm going to tell y'all who we got in just a second. Let me set this up on my phone real quick. So that's where we good. So yeah, I'm finna set this up real quick. So that's where we good. Let me see. All right, we straight. All right, for the six-game banger, we on the road, so we're going to a different stadium, probably the same teams we already done played, but that's okay. So let's see. June 15th, where we going? Sparks at Lennox. Then we got the Sparks at Dreams. June 17th. June 19th, we're at Sparks at Suns. June 21st, Sparks at Liberty. Okay. June 23rd, Sparks at Liberty again. Then we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 days till we play. June 29th, we play Mercy. And then, yeah, so that's a six-game banger for y'all. So y'all got 10 minutes to kick in and to stay in. So y'all got 10 minutes. So yeah, we'll be straight. What you doing in my closet, girl? You need to be talking to me. What you doing in my closet? Why you rambling in my closet? So what, my closet? No, woman, 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 woman. What you rambling through my closet about? Because I'm looking at my stuff. What you don't got no stuff in here. What you looking for? Yeah. Yeah. That's I don't work for that shit. That's what I check. That part. This I don't want to. You don't got shit in here that belong to market. What you looking for, baby? I was trying to find the little roller piece thing for that. Okay. Babe, don't forget about this fish in here. Babe.
Huh?
Don't forget about that fish in that pot. Y'all got 5 minutes. Don't forget about that fish in that pot.
What?
Monica, lie.
Oh. They can't see me.
Ain't nobody in there yet.
Oh. Let me grab my piece.
Yeah, I gave him 10 minutes to kick in. I love drinking water, boy. That should be feeling so good going down ice cold. Listen to me some music. Some music. Listen to some music. Some music. Listen to some. Okay. Listen to some music. Some music. Let's see. Do I wanna? Ain't messing with my play. Ain't messing with my playlist. I'm gonna go to my other playlist.
Hello? Hey, girl, what you doing? Oh, you ain't working? Oh, okay. I was calling to see did you find anything out about the UVBTF printer because I done looked and looked and looked. I was trying to get one that I could try to get like finance, but I looked on eBay,
Y'all got 2 minutes.
I know Amazon got them too
Her
because they got
girlfriend.
like different prices on where.
And if you don't know, I go by Titty Two Necklace.
Well, I had found one. I found one, but they wanted like $5 for it.
I'ma start a ride. I'ma start a ride. I'ma start a
I
ride.
know.
I'ma
I
start
was
a
like,
ride.
man, let me still look and look.
2
But
chain. Nope.
I just I'm like
Nope.
a 20-ounce strap and a 16-ounce strap. I just gotta figure out how to set up my pay shop that I
Pow
downloaded.
pow.
Like pay ship.
Alligator.
I'm trying to set that up. You
Hose
see it?
down. So don't die.
No, it's a site where you just put all your it's a storefront. It's a store that you can use, and people just come to your store, and you just
Damn
pay.
right, I got it. Damn
Pay
right, I
pay
got it.
right there.
Click full, let's
I'm gonna have
please
to
don't get us excited. Ramp up and loud, so lame niggas be quiet. If you fuck with
yeah,
us, we
cause
gon'
I
start up a
everybody
ride. Final seconds.
pay
I'ma
ship
start a
has
ride, I'ma
a
start a...
item
Okay, y'all, this your boy Livin with the Hendersons. Let's get into this game.
pay ship. Yeah,
Well, the first game, let's get into the game.
yeah, it's like a store.
True
I'm gonna have to
game. Oh, we going against Minnesota Lynx.
Yeah, I be sending like across my on my Facebook feed, and everybody using that now. Study using like Square, Album Square, and or either all the major companies and stuff with they digital work and all that good stuff. Yeah, I think just looking at making.
Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the WNBA.
Yeah, I tell you what.
Welcome to WNBA basketball on 2K Sports. And tonight we've got the Los Angeles Sparks playing against the Minnesota Lynx. Thanks for joining us. I'm Blake Suda here with Brian Vanafitemi and Tim Swartz. They sure move fast in the shorter WNBA season. It's hard to believe we're getting close to the halfway point here.
Well, I like the quick pace. Every game matters, and teams have to adapt to changes fast. It's exciting.
I think fans would agree with you, too. I mean, there are really no dog days in the WNBA season. It's really a season where every game matters.
Here's the Koopa. Sims, she's guarded by Williams. Sims wins the bucket.
An impact perimeter player, Sims uses a mature feel for the game to score points.
Williams with it, picked up by Plum. Plays it in off the breakaway. And we're about 1 minute into the first.
Hold down.
Here's Ibuba. She's guarded by Plum. Right side, Williams. Azare Stevens with the block.
Because of Stevens' competitive drive, she doesn't want to allow any easy buckets.
Sims, good, and the assist goes to Rakia Jackson.
Looking good so far. Made all 4 of their shots to get it going.
After 12 seasons with the Sparks, Nneka Ogwumike decided that 2023 would be her last with the organization.
Yeah, since going first overall in 2012, Ogwumike, 8-time All-Star with the Sparks, winning MVP and the WNBA title in 2016. 2 community assist awards. They'll miss her in Los Angeles. Nneka, a legend in LA basketball history.
Here's Plum, and she gets it to go.
They started strong. Shots are just falling.
Oh, yeah, shots are falling indeed. They're off to a very strong start offensively.
Let's see if they can keep it up.
Here's Ibuba. Pass to Smith. To hold the run. Shepard with it. Collier outside. Just 5 to shoot. And the Lynx miss again.
0 for 4 to start. Still looking for their first make.
Outside Sims. Buries it from 3-point range.
Chalk up a few more points for them. This has been a one-sided game in just every area.
Absolutely. Their defense, their offense, it's all been outstanding.
It's just been a tremendous performance, Brian.
Wow, that's good.
That's just great ball movement.
And that's key to this run. Passing it with the purpose. The D has not been able to keep up.
Ball's knocked loose. Here's Ibuba. She's covered by Sims. And another fast break for the Sparks. Here we go. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. She remains perfect.
And guys, they've allowed an embarrassing amount of points just off turnovers.
Well, you can't get back on defense with any kind of numbers after fumbling it away like that.
The offense and defense are connected in basketball.
Absolutely.
Now here's Collier. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for her. Here's Ibuka. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get a shot off. That's a 24-second violation.
Kayla McBride. Natisha Heinemann. 2 minutes remaining.
Pass to Stevens. Over Shepard. And the Sparks getting another bucket right there.
Yeah, they're allowing a sky-high field goal percentage. This just isn't going to cut it if they want a chance at winning this game.
Not at all. You rarely see a team surrender points this easily. I mean, effort-wise, execution-wise, something. They've got
Good job,
to do that.
Well, turnover is really becoming a key storyline in this one.
Yeah, sloppy play offensively, and that's put them in a disadvantage on defense, too.
Up top, Jackson. Covered by Collier. Three-pointer, Kelsey Plum. And the Sparks, another three.
She is just tearing it up this quarter, and I don't think this lead is going to go anywhere while she's this hot from the field.
Now here's McBride. Here's Sims. Yes, once again. And she remains a perfect 6 attempts, 6 makes.
Yeah, she's a big reason why they have the lead because, look, she's made all of her field goals so far and remains a hot hand.
Plum gets the bucket.
Much of their offensive production, it's come down to their willingness to get out and run.
If you have the legs to do it, it's a great way to play. They've made that commitment.
Here's Heidemann. She's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Here's Sims. Lucky 7 drops right in. She's perfect from the floor. 7-7.
It's almost like Odyssey Sims has a sixth sense for steals, but she wasn't satisfied as she gets the score as well.
Now here's McBride. Pass to Heidemann. Tries to snap the cold streak. It's hauled in by the Sparks. Right side Sims. Here's Jackson. Yes! Great play by Odyssey Sims to set it up.
It's been a fantastic opening quarter for them.
Yeah, I mean, look at the lead they've jumped out to already. This is the start that coaches dream of.
Nafisa Collier for 3. And the win sweep before the buzzer, but it's off the mark. And that's it for the first quarter in what's been a very lopsided game. Sparks ahead, just dominating this one. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And welcome back. It's been all one-way traffic through the first as the second quarter gets underway. And quite a position here for the Sparks to be in. What do you guys think?
Lots of running to start the game here.
It's a tempo that they like, and they're getting some easy buckets in transition.
And in 2023, Minnesota finished as the 6th seed with a record of 19-21.
Well, Minnesota missed the playoffs in 2022, which ended their 11-year postseason streak. But they regrouped, and in 2023, they took the Sun the full 3 games in the first round, almost pulling off the huge upset. What was most important was getting back to the postseason.
Nafisa Collier on the wing. The second chance effort. The kick out to Williams. Ikupa. 6 on the shot clock.
An absolute anchor on defense. It's Stevens' size and length that make her such a quality defender.
Hamby for 3, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Kelsey Plum.
Textbook. Nice pass, nice catch, nice shot.
On the wing, Alana Smith. Second shot opportunity. Hamby grabs the miss. Smooth sailing for the Sparks. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Jackson. Gets wide. Another shot. And Stevens with the lay-in is good.
All the scoring in tight is coming at that end of the court.
They've found holes in the D, and they're really exploiting them.
Pass to Shepard. Hoopa, guarded by McDonald. And here's Collier. Fast break, here come the Sparks. Pulls up. Good for the basket, starting off 1-for-1 with that shot.
And the mid-range jumper, it's not the most efficient shot you can take, but it can be really effective when you're getting the job done like this.
Right now, it might as well be a layup because it is working in a major way for them.
Good on the shot.
Bravo, they're pushing the tempo to good effect.
Yeah, they have the edge in fast break points. Those quick buckets so often are just easy money.
Here's Hoopa. She hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Pass to Williams. Shepard. Here's Hoopa. Shot clock at 5. Courtney Williams for 3. Jackson pulls it in.
Boy, I mean, they can do nothing right. They cannot take the lid off.
They need a bucket in the worst way possible. They've got to stop this run somehow, or it's really going to get out of hand.
And here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Jackson outside. McDonald. Good, and the assist goes to Rakia Jackson.
They're beginning to just fall apart defensively, especially on the interior.
Yeah, they're crumbling like a cookie right now, and that's 4 straight field goals they've allowed from within touching distance of the rim.
And Brian, one of the better all-around defenders in this league, Ari McDonald.
Well, back in college, she won Defensive Player of the Year twice in her conference. With quick feet and quick hands, she lives in the passing lanes and is always a threat to pick the ball and jet the other way.
And in this second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. And another fast break for the Sparks. Here we go. Clarendon, that's good.
Well, 3 of their last 5 baskets in transition, and they don't look tired.
They just keep on going. They're looking to get out and run.
Here's Hoopa. Looking for a first basket still in this one. Fast break, here come the Sparks. And McDonald gets it to go.
A blur going down the court. McDonald completes the break.
Now Williams. 2 minutes. McDonald brings the double team. Pass to Hoopa. One-on-one fast break. Banked in off the glass.
And now this is just getting ridiculous. They can't possibly keep this up much longer.
When was the last time they missed, Tim? This is just a remarkable shooting display.
They're putting on a clinic.
Will it go? And again, no good by Minnesota. Smooth sailing for the Sparks. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Great open look there.
Well, their shooting's been outstanding. Definitely, one of the reasons why they're winning this game.
Here's Hoopa, guarded by McDonald. And the official signal the backboard violation. Not being careful there.
All you have to do is there's a reason the scoreboard looks like it does.
Yes, that's been the culprit, though, and all those mistakes have really sapped their confidence.
To the middle. Here's Stevens. That's good, and it's Stacia Clarendon with the assist.
Their interior defense has been dismal.
They're losing the battle in the paint.
Knocks it loose, and stolen by Clarendon. Left side, McDonald. Lets it go from 11, and that's good. Off the glass that time.
She's really getting involved in the offense here after being held without a single point in the first quarter.
Poked loose and stolen by Clarendon. Finished off the break.
They're passing the ball very crisply right now.
Their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Poked away. And another fast break for the Sparks. Here we go. Count that one.
This jogging back on defense has cost them a number of times here.
You can forgive a few transition points here and there, but not like this. They need to hustle back after every possession.
Now the Sparks moving it up. Drops in the breakaway layup.
Scoring well here at the midway point and starting to put some distance between them.
Yeah, they're padding that lead bit by bit, and offensively, they just continue to roll, Tim.
Absolutely, Brian. Continue playing this intensely.
So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. Sparks ahead, running away with it. And time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports. Begin the second half. First half wasn't even close, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third started. What can you say? Sims, an impressive effort here today.
She played a very smart game offensively, looking for and finding gaps in defense and always looking for the best shot possible.
Yeah, the way she played that first half, well, that's exactly what we're talking about when we talk about being efficient on offense.
And welcome back as we begin the second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, but anything can happen. Now, here's Stevens. Over to the wing. Here's Clarendon. Good, and Erica Hamby gets the assist.
And it's pretty hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these two teams today.
Yeah, I mean, when you look at the stats monitor, there's a stark discrepancy. When you look at the assist column, and you see that difference as far as fluidity in their respective offenses, too.
That one falls.
Defense leading offense, another turnover and another bucket.
And you know, those miscues can really be game-changing. Pretty much the most damaging play you can make.
Now here's Williams. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain it. Well, back in the early 2010s, the Lynx went on one of the best runs we've ever seen.
And forget, you know, WNBA, we're talking one of the best runs in American pro sports history. From 2011 to 2017, 4 titles, 6 title appearances, sustained excellence we haven't seen since.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass.
It certainly wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap. From that in-between range, they've been the much hotter shooting team.
Well, when you knock down those jumpers, it really just opens up everything else.
Cassie Pupa. Shot clock at 6. To end the run. They get it back. And the Sparks with possession here. They haven't given up any points here in the second half.
This is a nice third-quarter surge they've got going on right now.
Yeah, and it's a great time to get hot, just as we get into the meat of the second half.
Absolutely. Build some distance. Try to get things going.
Here's Ibupa. Kelsey Plum with a steal. Here we go, all alone. Jackson gets the bucket.
5 straight now, coming out of halftime, rolling.
So the Lynx now. They're scoreless since the first half. Got a piece of it. Fast break, here come the Sparks. Back to Plum. Good. He's 10 for 10 from the field.
Well, they're just feasting off of these turnovers, no question about it.
Bon appetit, right? I mean, look, that's defense leading to offense, and we've said this before, it's just been a major catalyst for them.
Now here's Collier. No scoring yet from her, but that's likely to change. 5 to shoot. And another fast break for the Sparks. Here we go. Count that one.
3 straight buckets in transition now. They'll want to end that trend in a hurry.
There's no excuse for giving up easy fast break buckets like that. They've got to be better.
Here's Ipupa. It's Jessica Shepard on the wing. A one-on-one situation. And it's good for 2.
And you look at it, I mean, right now, 8 of the last 10 they've given up here, coming in transition.
And defensively, you've got to recognize that threat and make the correction.
Don't give up easy baskets.
Fast break, here come the Sparks. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Good, and the assist goes to Rickea Jackson.
Well, a sudden flurry of fast break activity. They've been racing up and down on the court.
10 straight points in transition. This defense is reeling right now.
Now here's Collier. Williams, she's covered by Sims. 5 on the clock.
2 minutes remaining.
To the paint. Here's Collier. And she can't stop the run as that misses.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that one.
Very steady work they've been doing on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
Nice pass there to set up the bucket.
And 10 of the last 12 points have come off assists.
And the exciting Rickea Jackson taken 4th overall in the 2024 draft.
Well, she's got a reputation in college that she earned as an electric scorer. About 18 points per game, which is a huge number in college over her career. Jackson can get buckets from all 3 levels. And it's 6'2". Her length, it's kind of a matchup problem for a lot of guards.
Substitution on the court.
Clock at 2. And they force the shot clock violation. Great defense.
Los Angeles. Into the mix. Bridget Carlton. Cecilia Zanguazzini.
Now the Sparks with it. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Pass to Brink. Shoots over Uhas. And the Sparks getting another bucket right there.
Another good pass. Impressive offensive execution from them.
Yeah, passing has kept the defense off balance. 4 straight field goals made off the assist.
And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. Stolen by Sims. And another fast break for the Sparks. Here we go. Basket counts.
This is crazy. Every shot they're taking right now is finding the mark.
Literally every shot. They just aren't missing.
Pass to Williams. Here's Zanguazzini. Just 5 on the clock. Williams. Knocked away. 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Shot's good by Cannon.
This defense, I mean, they haven't made the commitment to sprint back in transition. And that's why you see such a big difference in fast break points.
Yeah, you want to be aggressive offensively. We know that, but you can't just leave yourself exposed time and time again.
That'll be a 5-second
Jimmy.
Outside Williams. They get a hand on it. For three, Kayla McBride. No good on the last second attempt there. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Marks ahead, running away with this. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And thanks again for joining us. We'll see what happens in the fourth.
Yeah, it's in here.
And here's Hunter. Pass to McBride. Now here's Uhas. Here's Zandelasini.
We take that.
Pushing it up. Here's Burrell. Sinks the triple.
That's now 7 straight points for them coming from fast breaks.
And they're making it look easy, running it down their throats in transition.
Here's Heidemann. Pass to Zandelasini. Puts it up from 12 and misses it off the right side of the rim.
You got to give them credit for the job they've done on the boards.
Well, guys, they've done a lot of things well, but their rebounding is
There you
right
go.
at the top of the list.
Russell with the bucket.
Password, the assist was right on target.
We've played just over a minute here in the fourth quarter. Burrell. And the Sparks getting another bucket right there.
They've been very sound offensively in the second half.
And there's really no comparison between the teams in terms of the way they've both shot the ball since the break.
And you kind of wonder what was one team talking about in the locker room and what was the other. It's been all about tempo and pace with them, and it's led them to a big advantage in fast break points.
It's a big reason they're in front, Tim. All that early offense, when they've had the chance to push it, they've pushed
And
it.
it's a team that loves to go up and down the floor, Brian, and we love to watch it.
That's good.
Heads up play on both ends there. That is a steal and the quick push on the fast break.
That's rapid-fire basketball at its best.
Showtime.
Here's Heidemann. Clarendon covering. Pass to Peely. They can't stop the run with that one. Here's Clarendon. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
And this run really triggered by their transition offense. Let's see if they keep that trend up.
They've gotten a burst of energy, and their offense is starting to click.
Here's Heidemann. Pass to Uhas. Now McDonald. Three-pointer. And the Sparks, another three.
And they are just killing them with the three-point shot here in the second half.
Yeah, and the defense knows it. They are fully stretched out there trying to stop the three and still haven't been able to do it.
I don't know defensively what they can do different at this point.
Stevens.
So it's the Sparks now. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Shot's good by Cannon.
This is an incredible run they're on. Offense as well as it can be played.
Every single player on their squad with the absolute magic touch, shooting lights out.
Leisha Clarendon attacking. Laid in with a nice touch on the glass.
She's had such a steady hand, and I think watching this game, she's the one responsible for getting them this lead late.
Yeah, her shooting percentage is unreal right now. Just so dependable here today.
Here's Heidemann. And again, no good by Minnesota. Pass to Clarendon. And she drops in the layup off glass.
Quick trip down the floor. McDonald looking into an uncovered player. Smart basketball.
Right outside. Now here's Pierce. Now Burrell. Outside McDonald. Over McBride. And the Sparks getting another bucket right there.
Well, smart to utilize the mid-range. Aries got a great IQ on the offensive end.
Pass is on Delazini. And here's Peely. McBride with the ball. 6 to shoot. Inside. Uhas. Over Stevens. And she can't stop this drought. Another miss. Now Clarendon. Here's Burrell. That's good. And
Ain't nothing like the soul of a woman.
Terrific run to put this ball game away.
And now let's see just how much longer they keep that foot on the accelerator.
Yeah, gotta keep
That's
it
my
on the accelerator to the finish
baby.
line.
Ain't nothing like the
2
soul of
on
a
none.
woman.
No one back to stop it. Bucket is good.
Again, it's Aries McDonald. She's putting on a show.
That's my
They've been
baby.
looking out of sorts here in
Ain't
the last
nothing
few
like the
possessions.
soul of a
Somebody to be
woman.
patient and find a high percentage shot.
Here's Heidemann. Clarendon covering. And here's Sandelasini. Clock at 6. Fast break. Here come the Sparks. Left side, McDonald. Here's Clarendon. Hits the three-point bomb.
Man, this fourth quarter has been tremendous, really, for them from three-point range.
Yeah, a ton of their points coming from long range here. What a barrage.
And what a time to hit the threes.
From deep. Misses. And
We
so
like to
the
thank
Sparks
Minnesota
taking care
for
of
hosting
business.
this game. Sorry we have to put y'all 127 zip. See y'all next time go around.
And for us, too, it was shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the type of win they had
Ain't
tonight.
nothing like
And
the
that's
soul
a wrap,
of a woman. With $1,000,000. That's my baby. Ain't nothing like the soul of a woman. Like $1,000,000. That's my baby. Ain't nothing like it. Okay, Sparks at Dream. Oh, we in Atlanta. Feel like $1,000,000. That's my baby. Ain't nothing like the soul of a woman. Hey, like $1,000,000. That's my baby. Ain't nothing like the soul That's my baby. Atlanta Dreams Arena.
Number 00.
Ain't nothing like the soul of a woman.
Starting at point. Number 3. Jordan Canada. The other guard. Number 15. Alicia Gray. Starting at center floor. Number 6. Ryan Howard. Starting at the other forward position, number 24, Brianna Jones. The head coach of your home team, your Atlanta Dream.
Folks, welcome into some WNBA action on 2K Sports. In this game, we'll see the Los Angeles Sparks against the Atlanta Dream. This is Blake Swiga alongside Tim Schwartz and Ryan Beneficetti. We're excited for some 2K hoops. And a lot of motivation to win this game. Be a little contention between these two teams.
Oh, yeah. It could get spicy. It's not like these teams play offense. Since they're in different conferences, they don't see each other too much.
Yeah, and that's what makes this particular rivalry special. Nothing like a little East-West action.
And stolen by Sims.
Oh, good steal.
And they pick up 2.
You just marvel at the speed of Sims and how fast she plays while also staying in control.
Outside Canada. Pass to Gray. And they have their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but still come up empty. Jackson outside. The 3 is up. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Kelsey Plum.
I tell you, she loves getting looks like that from three-point range. Just nobody near her.
Now here's Canada. She's guarded by Plum.
After the first 3 misses, I thought they'd get one here, but they just still can't connect.
Well, with the career Kelsey Plum has had, it's safe to say she's lived up to the hype.
Multiple-time All-Star, League MVP, 2 titles. Yeah, I'd say she has. Clearly one of the most complete and popular players in the league.
Now here's Canada. Gray outside. Pass to Howard. Here's Jones. Just 5 to shoot. And here's Canada. She's guarded by Plum. There's the 24-second violation, so they'll turn it over. Very smooth pace to this offense.
Looking to keep building on this run.
Here's Stevens. Another one falls for the Sparks.
Been hot out of the gate. 4 for 4 shooting.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Canada with it. To the wing, right side. And there's the call on Stevens.
Come on, man.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Jones left side.
And the defense not making things easy for them.
Yeah, they're having a hard time getting the ball in the basket, and they're falling behind now.
Well, you call it great defense, you call it bad offense. Either way, they've limited their scoring.
Hey, Hey, they're ahead of the scoreboard, and that's all that matters.
Now here's Gray. She's guarded closely. Now the Sparks moving it up. Here's Sims. She makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start her game.
And as they continue to dominate, you wonder just how much higher this lead might get.
And it really could get out of hand because their defense has been just as excellent as their offense.
Great overall game.
Now here's Howard. Gray outside. Shot clock at 5. Can they get it? Jackson pulls it in.
She has been anything but her usual self this quarter. It's been ugly.
Sims, great defending.
Good block.
Shot blocking often comes down to anticipation and hustle. And that time, Gray showed both.
And the Sparks call time here. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Here's Sims, and that comes off the assist by Erica Hamby.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic, and it's a big part of why they've been able to get good looks.
Absolutely, the defense unable to react quickly enough to deal with their passing.
And the basket is good.
She certainly came to play. 6 for 7.
Happy one and up that one.
And in 2023, the Sparks went 17-23 and missed the playoffs by just 1 win.
They were firmly in before they lost 5 of their last 7 games. So I think a stronger finish to the year is a point of emphasis for this staff.
Now here's Howard. She's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Walker Kimbrough. They get the rebound. Hillman. That one's off. Still out of sync. Sailing for the Sparks. Jackson. Howard covering. Here's Hamby. And the layup's good off the glass.
It's been a fantastic opening quarter for them.
Yeah, I mean, look at the lead they've jumped out to already. This is the start that coaches dream of.
Now here's Walker Kimbrough. Knocks it loose. And that'll be Atlanta's ball as it goes out of bounds. 3 minutes ball.
Area McDonald.
And that's going to be over his back. Wasn't watching for the line that time.
And their struggles continue. Turnovers being a big culprit.
But that's 5 already. A little too casual here to start the game.
Jackson outside. Stevens.
And their offense already flowing. Stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
They're getting great looks, and they're capitalizing. You know, they have to be pleased with this start offensively.
Out of bounds, it'll be the Sparks ball. Outside McDonald. Down low. from 13. Again, the Sparks win for 2.
Moving around, 8 of the last 10 points coming off assists.
Nothing makes a coach happier than a display of pure, selfless teamwork.
Absolutely.
Got a piece of it. And she's all alone. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clock. Stevens, that's good.
Well, they couldn't have dreamed of a much better start than they've had here tonight.
Yeah, they came in with a tremendous offensive game plan. It's worked perfectly, and what a lead they already have to show for it.
And you got to give credit to this coaching staff as well. They came into this game prepared perfectly.
Another pass put right into the shooter's pocket for a terrific assist. You know, they've done a lot of that today.
And you know, it's something we haven't seen much at the opposite end of the court.
Walker Kimbrough, guarded by McDonald. And that's it for the first quarter in what's been a very lopsided game. The Sparks on top, opening a huge gap. And the second quarter is on the way when we return. And we'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move into the second. And quite a position here for the Sparks to be in. What do you guys think?
Strong effort by them defensively. Good pressure being placed on the offense of the ball.
Absolutely. They've been the more intense team, and their defense has been swarming early on, like a beehive.
Well, we're approaching the halfway mark of the season, so what should teams be focused on right now?
Well, it's a key part of the schedule, and you have to answer the big question as the deadline gets closer. Are we a buyer or a seller?
Yeah, I agree. And I'll add in this. The rotations, they're very important. They should be figured out by this point of the year. I think the testing out phase of the season is over. It's full steam ahead.
Now here's Canada. Quiet so far offensively, searching for first points of the game. Outside Plum. Three-pointer. Another three for the Sparks.
And this is the mindset Plum has to possess, because when she buries quick shots, it gets her going.
Now here's Canada, guarded by McDonald. And here's Canada. Goes outside. 6 to shoot. They get a hand on it. From deep. They get it again. Hillman. They shoot again. Azare Stevens with the block. Gray outside. And here we go. Here's Plum. Drops in the breakaway layup.
If there's one thing Plum knows, it's how to score. The fast break hoops can get her going.
And talking about the Dream, they do one thing very well, that's get to the line.
Last year, they led the league in free throw makes and attempts. The Dream have athletic slashers and players that can get to the rim.
Clock at 6. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession, so we'll have a jump ball.
It'll be a jump ball.
And so here's Atlanta. Pass to Powers. Just 3 to shoot. Will it go? Poked loose. Out of bounds. It'll be the Sparks ball.
The ball goes to Los Angeles.
The Sparks making a switch here.
Los Angeles. Emma Canada. Odyssey Sims.
And the Sparks with possession here. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Got that bucket in no time at all.
And now this is just getting ridiculous. They can't possibly keep this up much longer.
When was the last time they missed, Tim? This is just a remarkable shooting display.
They're putting on a clinic.
Now here's Powers. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for her. And it's Hillman missing.
For her team's sake, she should ease off the shots a little bit because nothing is dropping for her.
Shot's good by Canada.
What a mismatch it's been in the post. I mean, where's the defensive adjustment? They're just getting eaten alive out there.
Yeah, I agree. They got to come up with something. A double team, maybe a sub. This is getting ridiculous.
Here's Plum. Goes right through for bucket number 3. She's a perfect 3 for 3.
Okay, a pretty simple solution to ending this run would be to get back and actually play some defense, but I don't know if they're able to do that.
Yeah, I don't know at this point, Brian. They're getting beat down the floor. Unless you're going glass, you got to sprint back defensively.
Now here's Canada. Just 5 on the clock. Ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by Hamby. Here's Cannon. That one goes in.
And this run really triggered by their transition offense. Let's see if they keep that trend up.
They've gotten a burst of energy, and their offense is starting to click.
Here's Gray. Fast break. Here come the Sparks. All alone. Another one falls for the Sparks.
3 straight buckets in transition now. They'll want to end that trend in a hurry.
There's no excuse for giving up easy fast break buckets like that. They've got to be better.
Now here's Canada. She hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Outside Powers.
2 minutes.
Pass to Millman.
2 minutes.
Jones with it to stop the drought. Hamby grabs the miss.
It's really tough for this club right now, trying anything to stop the run.
And no matter what they try, it doesn't work. Gotta slow it down and just get back to the basics and the fundamentals.
Oh no, she may have gotten injured right there. She's in a lot of pain.
When you see a player have to come out of a game like this, I mean, I'm just hoping for the best.
Absolutely. Let's hope we get an update that tells us it's nothing major. That would be the best news.
Block alcohol. They trying to go, shouty. Okay, I'm looking at something to drink. Got a ticket on my head.
The Dream making a switch here. And these guys got some good motion on offense. Nice assist.
When everybody's involved offensively, it's in a way helping you defensively too.
We're seeing some good ball movement out of them.
Definitely. 10 of their last 12 points have come off assists.
Talking about the young Cameron Brink. She's already an elite shot blocker.
Well, it's rare for a player to come into the league with
got
an
a
elite
ticket on my head.
skill. But Brink has that combination that makes the game so well. Cameron's going to be a menace defensively for years.
Pass to Sims. To the inside. Clarendon. Yes. Great play by Odyssey Sims to set it up.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 points coming from inside the painted area, just dominating down low.
And obviously, that's something the defense has to address.
And stolen by Clarendon. Stevens. And there it is.
Yeah, she's a big reason why they have the lead because, look, she's made all of her field goals so far and remains a hot hand.
Now here's Walker Kimbrough. She's tightly guarded. Here's Jones. No good, and they can't put an end to this drought. And the Sparks with possession here. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Buries the long-range jumper.
We've seen them do a good job of keeping the pressure up on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and that's why they're starting to pull away. Foot on the gas pedal, not getting conservative at all, just adding to that lead.
Yeah, put this game out of doubt.
Now the Sparks moving it up. Clarendon That's good.
I got a ticket on my head.
Miscue
All my
leads to
niggas
points.
TTG, they trained
I
to
don't know how
go,
else to
shouting.
say it. Take care of the basketball.
Yeah, squeeze the orange, get the pulp out, do whatever it takes. And it's hard to recover defensively when you turn the ball over. There's no time to react.
So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. The Sparks on top, delivering the blowout. And don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
All my niggas TTG, they trained to go, shouting. Got a ticket on my head. Little niggas TTG, they trained
And
to go,
as we
shouting.
begin the second half, so far not a tightly contested game, but anything can happen. A fantastic game from Odyssey
Got a
Sims.
ticket on my
Her play in
head.
the first half was very disciplined, very efficient. Her shot selection was consistently excellent.
That's right, and whether it's been from mid-range or in tight, she's taking only what the defense is giving her and not trying to do too much.
Getting back to the action now, it's been a one-team show so far, but we'll see if that changes. The left wing. Here's Cannon. Good, and the assist goes to Rikia Jackson.
I've really liked their activity in the post today. Their movement down low has just been great.
Exactly. They've generated easy opportunities inside.
Now here's Canada. No scoring yet from her, but that's likely to change. Misses the layup. I know the Sparks, the organization, and the fans are thrilled to have Cameron Brink, the second overall pick in the 2024 draft.
And she's the type of player LA is going to build around. In college, a national champion as a freshman, first-team All-American as a senior. Brink is known for her defense, an incredible shot blocker, and that's the basis for the Sparks defense.
Just 4 to shoot.
Where you going?
Knocked away and stolen by Sims.
I got this one by myself, man.
Lays it in off the breakaway.
3 straight makes to start the second half.
Odyssey Sims with the steal. And here's the fast break. Clarendon, that's good.
The fast break has been kind to them here, and they're clicking in transition.
3 of the last 5 scores have come from fast break chances. They've made the most of their opportunities.
Knocked loose. Outside Canada. On the wing, Ryan Howard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's blocked by Leisha Clarendon. Outside Sims. Jackson. Guarded by Canada. Another 3 for the Sparks.
5 straight now, coming out of halftime, rolling.
And they're having trouble stopping this run.
And the more trips they continue to come up empty, the more the pressure builds on them.
Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Clarendon. Again, the Sparks good for 2.
Usually teams go on runs, and it comes from a lot of layups and dunks, but that's not the case here.
Yeah, they've put this run together on the strength of their mid-range jumpers. And something? It might as well be layups the way they're shooting it.
Now here's Canada. Looking for a first basket still in this one. Gray outside. And once again, off the mark by Atlanta. And another fast break for the Sparks. Here we go. Fires from the wing. Again, the Sparks good for 2.
Fast break points in their favor. They're really pushing the tempo.
And defensively, you've got to have better floor balance and commitment to hustling back.
Now here's Canada. Pass to Hillman. Now here's Gray. Here's Jones. Outside Canada. Clarendon grabs the miss.
And it's hard to overstate the defensive impact Jordan Canada has on the game.
No question. I mean, she is a multi-time steals leader. Canada is constantly putting pressure on ball handlers and anticipating plays because she's got excellent instincts.
Now here's Canada. Clarendon with it. Picked up by Canada. Here's Sims. That's good, and it's Alicia Clarendon with the assist.
Another fast break score for them, and they've really made the most of their transition game. I think the coach is really happy about that.
And the differential there is what stands out. They've also denied those runouts defensively.
And she makes good on the layup.
With that basket, that's now 8 of the last 10 points they've surrendered, coming on fast breaks.
Somebody wake up. They look asleep out there in transition. Not showing nearly enough urgency getting back quickly.
Pass to Gray. And here's Canada. 6 on the shot clock. They need this. And out of bounds, the Sparks will take it.
Substitution on the court.
Sims. Howard covering. Back to Jackson. Jacks up a 3. Knocks down the 3 ball.
There's been a huge discrepancy between these teams in their effectiveness from three-point range.
Yeah, it's been pronounced and definitely a big factor to point to in this game.
A steal by McDonald. Up ahead. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
This is a nice third-quarter surge they've got going on right now.
Yeah, and it's a great time to get hot, just as we get into the meat of the second half.
Absolutely. Build some distance. Try to get things going.
Now here's Canada. She hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. 5 on the clock. Now here's Jackson. It's good for the 7th time this game, and she shot 7 and made 7. I think that's 100%. Outside Howard. Canada. Now Howard.
Jackson with the steal.
And another fast break for the Sparks. Here we go. With 1 on the clock.
And what a bonus for them to end the quarter as she beats the buzzer.
Now that is how you use every last second on the clock.
And 3 quarters of play in the books. This one's all but over already. The Sparks on top.
Well, this is what being on the same page looks like. Fantastic speed and a heads-up play all around.
And how can you not be a fan of a sequence like that? This is what beautiful basketball is all about.
Yeah, unselfishness, just wonderful stuff.
Welcome back. 4th quarter of action starting up in what has been a one-side show. That's tipped. A steal by McDonald. Russell with the bucket.
Good defense leads to offense, and that's what we're seeing here with all these points off the turnovers.
It's one thing to force turnovers, but it's another to make teams pay, and that's what they've done.
Pass to Jones. Coffee. Walker Kimbrough with it. 5 to shoot. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
This is a total loss of concentration.
Yeah, this game could turn even more sour on them if those are the kinds of mistakes they're going to make.
Need better focus.
On the wing, Rakia Jackson. Pass to McDonald. Out to the wing. Here's Cannon. Again, the Sparks good for 2.
They're on fire for mid-range, guys. They found a weakness in the defense, and they're exploiting it.
It's not often anymore you see a team rely on that shot, but it's working.
They get it back.
Yeah.
Now Coffee. Walker Kimbrough. Guarded by McDonald. Shot clock at 6. Stolen by Russell. Pass to McDonald. Here's Cannon. That's good, and it's Gary McDonald with the assist.
Clean look at the hoop, and give props to McDonald, recognizing the open teammate.
Got a piece of it. And another fast break for the Sparks. Here we go. Drops in the breakaway layup.
That's one of their last 5 scores coming from fast breaks. They're really getting up and down the floor.
And what I like is as soon as they get the ball, everybody on their team is looking to get out and run.
Pass to Coffee. Here's Hillman. Guarded by Russell.
D.D. Lewis, 35. What's up, babe?
And you know, honestly, if you look
Thanks for the 100%.
trailing this game, look no further than her shooting. She's hit exactly 0%.
What you doing, door dashing right now?
From that in-between range, they've been the much hotter shooting team.
Well, when you knock down those jumpers, it really just opens up everything else.
Here's Caldwell. She's covered by Sims. Clock at 4. Fast break. Here come the Sparks. Here's Jackson. The lead pass was put in just the right spot to produce the layup.
The points they've allowed straight off turnovers are really hurting them.
Well, you know, you're not giving your defense enough time to react when you give up the ball like that.
Here's McDonald. And the Sparks getting another bucket right there.
Well, they're just feasting off of these turnovers, no question about it.
Bon appetit, right? I mean, look, that's defense leading to offense, and we've said this before, it's just been a major catalyst for them.
Here's Walker Kimbrough. And just miss after miss right now. Pass to Jackson. Back to Russell. Good, and the assist goes to Rakia Jackson.
Hey, look, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint, and they keep scoring points.
And you know, Brian, there's not really a lot you can do as a defense when they keep getting in the paint like they have been on the run.
Now Cannon. Shot from 12. Another one falls for the Sparks.
This is an incredible run they're on. Offense as well as it can be played.
Every single player on their squad with the absolute magic touch, shooting lights out.
To the middle. And she drops in the layup off glass.
This is Russell's bucket all night. Gets the ball inside and uses all her height to get the shot.
And that'll be Atlanta's ball as it goes out of bounds. Ball here.
Substitution on the court.
Sparks on D. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. McDonald brings the double team. 5 on the clock. Poked away and stolen by Stevens. Pass to Cannon. Stevens. Shoots the 3. Shot's good by Cannon.
It has been a three-point barrage for them since halftime.
Yeah, I don't know if it's been by design or by accident, but either way, it's been impressive.
Maybe the coach just went up to the locker room chalkboard and just put a number 3 out there.
Outside McDonald. Here's Cannon. Back to McDonald. Again, the Sparks good for 2.
I don't want to say that they're trying to run up the score, but they do keep adding up to that lead.
Well, if you won't say it, partner, I will. They're trying to run up the score here.
Thanks for saying that, Brian.
Tipped away. Leisure Clarendon attacking. That one goes. Count it.
They've been very sound offensively in the second half.
And there's really no comparison between the teams in terms of the way they've both shot the ball since the break.
And you kind of wonder what was one team talking about in the locker room and what was the other?
McDonald shoots over Walker Kimbrough. Again, the Sparks good for 2.
Very clever passing. She put that ball on a silver platter for her.
Now here's Walker Kimbrough. Clarendon covering. That's good, and it's Gary McDonald with the assist. And so it's the Sparks taking care of business.
We would like to thank Atlanta for hosting this game. Sorry we had to beat y'all 120 to 0. See y'all next time.
They never got it.
Yeah, I mean, they rolled this one. They made it look simple and efficient performance at both the offensive and defensive ends.
That'll do it for our broadcast, everyone.
All right, let's see who we got to play next. Oh, I got to go to the bathroom. This work kicking in.
Hey,
Yeah, honey.
I gotta go downstairs.
You want me to walk you downstairs?
I thought you should know.
You want me to walk you downstairs?
By the time I get down there, they're gonna be already down there.
Do you want me to walk you downstairs? Come on.
Put that in my
Come on. Let me grab the key. Come on, babe. I'll be right back, y'all. Come on, babe. Take your cup with you.
You got my cup back.
Hmm?
No. That must be.
Sorry, y'all. That took me so long. I have to wait till my wife leaves from downstairs. Alright, let's get. Alright, let's. Sparks at Sun.
Welcome to this 2K Sports presentation of the WNBA.
Moments away, it'll be the Los Angeles Sparks going up against the Connecticut Suns.
This is Blake Sliga alongside Tim Sports and Brian Beneficeni, and we're excited for some 2K hoops.
Tip-off goes to Connecticut.
And guys,
Connecticut Suns
teams play. They're all about ball movement.
I mean, you look at the stats here. Look at the assist numbers these teams put up. There's not too much hero ball going on. They're unselfish.
Yeah, both sides are focused on working the ball around and generating the best shot possible. It's fun to watch. It's almost like Odyssey Sims has a sixth sense for steals. But she wasn't satisfied as she gets to score as well.
Now here's Allen.
Stevens grabs the board. And it's the Sparks ball. Outside Clarendon. Let's go with a three. Drills it from outside.
There aren't many players more reliable from three-point range than she is, especially when the D's playing soft on her.
Now here's Mabry. Clarendon covering.
Pass to Allen. Poked away and stolen by Azure Stevens.
Here's Sims. Back to Jackson.
Lets it go from deep. Another three for the Sparks.
Great read by Sims. With her court vision, she knows where all her teammates are.
And Brian, teams always benefit from having a reliable veteran around, and Azure Stevens definitely fits that mold.
Yeah, a seasoned player who has won a championship. Stevens knows what it takes to win at the highest level, and she can set the tone on the floor for her younger teammates.
Kicks it out to Hamby.
Yes, great play by Odyssey Sims to set it up.
That's just great ball movement.
And that's key to this run. Passing it with a purpose. The D has not been able to keep up.
Now here's Allen. Pass to Parks. Nelson Adota.
She's guarded by Stevens. Here's Charles. And that time also missed a shot. And confident play we're seeing out of them.
Yeah, the scoreboard tells the story.
Clarendon, that's good.
It's not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. Just too many looks from in close.
You know, usually when teams give up runs like this, it's because they allow chances from inside. Make them beat you from deep.
Out of bounds, it'll be the Sparks ball.
That is an unforced error if I've ever seen one, guys. Just not an ideal pass.
Here's Sims. Inside. Fades and shoots. Another one falls for the Sparks.
Some defensive breakdowns happening now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
And giving up these high percentage shot attempts, it's not going to get it done. They need to figure it out.
Here's Sims. Goes right through for bucket number 3. She's a perfect 3 for 3. And the action on hold as it appears there's been an injury. Yep, she's definitely in a bad way out there right now. Really just tough to see.
Yeah, and from the look of her face, she's in a lot of pain.
Clearly, and it looks like she's coming out of the game to get it checked out.
The Sun making a switch here. Outside Charles. Pass to Parks. Nelson Adota. Down low. Charles. First quarter of action and just under 3.5 minutes played. Out of bounds, it'll be the Sparks ball.
Didn't make the catch. I mean, she must have thought the ball was going somewhere else.
Smooth sailing for the Sparks.
Well, the Sparks have missed the last 3 playoffs. Rare to see LA struggle like this.
An original WNBA team, they missed the postseason just 4 times in their first 24 seasons. Now, this franchise has the best winning percentage in league history, so you expect they'll turn it around pretty soon.
Sims. Over Charles. Again, the Sparks good for 2.
A big lead becomes bigger. They're playing with purpose, guys.
And that goes for both ends of the floor. They've been controlling the action everywhere.
Just dominant.
Now the Sparks moving it up. Her shot is good, making her a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
They're applying the pressure defensively, and they're taking full advantage of every miscue, Brian.
And you look at the points off turnovers, that's been a big advantage for them.
Big story today.
Here's Parks. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Pass to Burton. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Charles. She's covered by Hamby.
Yeah, and she has been way off the mark this quarter. It is getting rough.
Outside Clarendon. Good. And the assist goes for Kia Jackson.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist, and it's always good when you can score points by getting teammates involved.
Yeah, that's just great ball movement.
That's tipped. Pass to Mabry. Burton. Nelson Adota. She's guarded by Stevens. They need this. A shot by Nelson Adota, no good. Outside Sims. Puts up a 3. Another 3 for the Sparks.
She's got the firepower. Feeling that rhythm here, going 5 for 5 so far.
Keep letting it fly. Everything's working for her.
And she uses the glass on the layup.
She's finding all kinds of ways to get it going right now. What a quarter she's having.
Out on her own on the break. 4 seconds left. And she lays it up and in.
It's been a fantastic opening quarter for them.
Yeah, I mean, look at the lead they've jumped out to already. This is the start that's
Here at the end of the first, and what a blowout already in this one. Sparks ahead, delivering the blowout. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in a moment. Welcome back. It's been all one-way traffic for the first as the second quarter gets underway. And quite a position here for the Sparks to be in. What do you guys think?
A lot of shots in close from them early. Good sign.
It's a lot easier to get buckets inside, and they've done that through one.
And the Sparks with possession here. And be outside. 18 feet out. And the Sparks getting another bucket right there.
That's what set them apart today. Their success with the mid-range jumper.
Yeah, they've taken what the offense has given them and really just made the most of it.
And that's going to be over and back. Wasn't watching for the line that time. To the paint. Here's Stevens. Her shot is good, making her a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And if they don't start showing some aggression, things are just going to get worse.
Nelson Adota. She's guarded by Stevens. It's Burton. Looking for first basket still in this one. Shot clock at 5. Nina Charles for 3. The Sparks grab the miss.
Sometimes you can hit that deep three, but it's really not a great look for her. Not a very well-advised shot.
No. I mean, even for her, that's too far out.
They've been playing very smart offensively in the first half. I think that's safe to say.
The numbers support that. They're shooting much better percentage from the field.
Let's see if they can keep it up.
Low block shot. Stevens grabs the board. And these guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assist.
When everybody's involved offensively, it's in a way helping you defensively too.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 points coming from inside the painted area, just dominating down low.
And obviously, that's something the defense has to address.
Now the Sparks moving it up. Here's McDonald. It's good, and she makes her first shot of the game.
Well, turnover is really becoming a key storyline in this one.
Yeah, sloppy play offensively, and that's put them in a disadvantage on defense, too.
And not even halfway through the season, injuries already taken a toll.
Well, I feel like team depth has never been more important. You know, there's a faster pace now, more possessions, and that can break down your body a little faster.
Hence, the ongoing advancements in sports science, strength and conditioning, and the treatment of injuries.
Pass to Burton. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's McDonald. Lays it in off the breakaway.
Unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and she's heating up.
And you're the Sun. Mabry with it. McDonald picks her up. And here's Sparks. Five to shoot. Out of bounds. It'll be Sun ball. So both teams making some changes here. Here's Nelson Adota. She's guarded by Stevens. Deflected, and that'll be Los Angeles ball as it goes out of bounds. Sparks able to keep the ball here. And a little over 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter play.
Hey, look, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint, and they keep scoring points.
And you know, Brian, there's not really a lot you can do as a defense, and they keep getting in the paint like they have been on this run.
Outside Stevens. Back to McDonald. That one goes in for 2. She's now 4 for 4.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
It doesn't matter how good their perimeter defense is if they keep allowing easy looks inside.
Tipped away.
2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes.
Outside Mabry. To the inside. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Burrell. Mabry covering. And the Sparks getting another bucket right there.
Good defense leads to offense, and that's what we're seeing here with all these points off the turnovers.
It's one thing to force turnovers, but it's another to make teams pay, and that's what they've done.
And another fast break for the Sparks. Here we go. And she makes that one.
Scoring well here at the midway point and starting to put some distance between them.
Yeah, they're padding that lead bit by bit, and offensively, they just continue to roll, Tim.
Absolutely, Brian. Have to continue playing with this intensity.
Soft touch on the glass.
A blur going down the court. McDonald completes the break.
And so here's Connecticut. Now the Sparks moving it up. Shot's good by Burrell.
Okay, coach needs to do something to get his team back on defense and put an end to these fast break points, or it's not going to turn out well for these guys.
They're just getting run out of the gym. That is 4. Count them, 4 straight baskets in transition.
And it's good for 2.
And now defensively, 10 straight points resulting from fast breaks.
And it's getting ridiculous, guys. I mean, you can't get so distracted that you fail to protect your own basket. I mean, they've got the attention span of a goldfish right now.
Pass to Agumake. Mabry. 5 on the clock. And she's all alone. Ball going up court. And McDonald gets it to go.
At a favored pace now. They're really getting up and down.
And all 5 of their last baskets have come on the fast break, reaping the rewards.
Pass to Burrell. There's the 3. Good on the 3-point shot.
This is crazy. Every shot they're taking right now is finding the mark.
Literally every shot. They just aren't missing.
With 1 on the clock. Shot no good. And through 1 half, it hasn't even been close. Sparks on top, running away with this one. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. Getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far, but we'll see if that changes. A fantastic game from Odyssey Sims in this one.
All of a sudden, she's become their big assist player. Her passing in the first half was a big key to their offense.
And that's not a role she usually plays, and one I'm not sure she's comfortable in. But look, they've needed her to make some plays today, and she's done it.
And welcome back as we begin the second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, but anything can happen. Pass to Stevens. Lets it go for 14. Another one falls for the Sparks.
There's a versatility to Stevens' jump shot that you don't ordinarily see in players her size.
And for the Connecticut Sun, their first year in the W was in 1999. They're still searching for that first title.
Connecticut has been so close, falling in the finals 4 times. A couple of those losses in a heartbreaking fashion. Suns fans are very hungry for that banner.
You about to get her.
It's first, started by McDonald.
I'm about to get her.
Another fast break for the Sparks. Here we go. There she goes again.
I'm about to get her.
Straight basket. That's a perfect 9 for 9. And if you're just joining us, we play just over a minute here in the third. Out to the right wing. Here's Parks. Pass to Charles. Ball's knocked loose.
I'm about to get her.
Stolen by De'Erica Henry.
I'm about to get her.
Stevens tries it from 19. Yep, that one goes.
I'm about to
It's
get
just
her.
been a great start for this offense here in the second half. They're 4 for 4 right
I'm
now.
about to get her.
Now Nelson Adota. Now Parks. Quiet so far offensively, searching for first points of the game. Clock at 6. Burton. Will it go? Jackson pulls it in. Stevens. Defense right on him. The three drops in the tray.
And a blazing start to the second half. They've hit all 5 shots.
And they've been struggling here offensively.
Bit of a dry spell for sure.
Burton can't hit.
And you can just feel the desperation now. They're starting to lose their composure offensively.
They're clearly frustrated, and it's understandable. I mean, they're on the wrong side of a monster run.
And they got to just settle down, stick to the game.
Yeah, keep your composure.
Stripped away. Now the Sparks moving it up. That one, good for 2.
This is a nice third-quarter surge they've got going on right now.
Yeah, and it's a great time to get hot, just as we get into the meat of the second half.
Absolutely. Build some distance. Try to get things going.
Pass to Nelson Adota. Parks. Knocked away.
Jackson with the steal.
Drops in the breakaway layup.
Turnover at one end and bang, a bucket at the other. There have been a few of those quick turnarounds today, and it's hurting them.
And you really can't play good team defense when you're scrambling after a miscue.
And McDonald gets it to go.
Surprise, surprise. It's McDonald. Again, 4 points. They don't have an answer for her. They got to do something different.
Pass to Nelson Adota. It's Burton. Just 5 to shoot. Overhanding. And too long on the shot.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Now here's Jackson.
Guarded by Charles. And it's
Good.
good.
Kia Jackson for 3.
Another pass put right into the shooter's pocket for a terrific assist. You know, they've done a lot of that today.
And you know, it's something we haven't seen much at the opposite end of the court.
Pass to Stevens. Well-timed pass and goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Of their last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is smash-mouth basketball, guys.
Yeah, they're really imposing their will offensively and getting exactly the kind of looks they want.
Again, the Sparks good for 2.
Yeah, she's played an important role in her offense today, and really without her, they might not have the lead right now.
It's Burton, guarded by McDonald. And here's Mabry. No scoring yet from her, but that's likely to change. Pass to Jackson. That's good, and it's Gary McDonald with the assist.
3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The defense better start buckling down.
They're getting exposed and punished down low.
Now the Sparks moving it up. Here's Burrell. Lucky 7 drops right in. Shoots perfect from the floor. 7 for 7.
And what a performance we're seeing from her. Not one miss today. Remarkable.
Pass to Charles. Shot to end the cold run. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clock. Marked down low that time and got hit with the 3-second call.
Substitution on the court.
And the Sparks with possession here. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Clarendon, that was good.
They came out of halftime smoking hot from beyond the arc.
Yeah, and as hot as they are from out there, there's absolutely no reason not to just keep letting them fly.
I agree, Brian. They should all have the green light.
As we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Sparks ahead, just dominating this one. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get set for the fourth quarter.
Well, this is what being on the same page looks like. Fantastic speed and a heads-up play all around.
And how can you not be a fan of a sequence like that? This is what beautiful basketball is all about.
Yeah, unselfishness, just wonderful stuff.
And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. Pass to DeShields. Out to Agumake. 5 to shoot. Knocks it loose. And goes ball. Back to Agumake. And stolen by Clarendon. And another fast break for the Sparks. Here we go.
Good, and it's
Odyssey picks up the assist.
well, it has to be said, their transition D has just been awful.
Yeah, fast break points left and right. I mean, at some point, you've got to make that commitment to sprint back and slow them down.
Got a piece of it. Up top to Shields. And here's the fast break. Lays it in off the breakaway.
A lot of their offense has come in transition, and if you've got the legs for it, that's the way to play.
That's right, push it up. If there's nothing there, you can always settle into your half-court offense.
Guarded by Jackson. Pass to DeShields. 6 to shoot. From deep. Suns keep it alive. Guarded by Jackson. And that one hits back iron. Right side Sims. Over Sheldon. Again, the Sparks good for 2.
When they pulled up from mid-range, more often than not, they buried it.
And that shot, it might not be the #1 option, but if the D will give it to you, no reason to pass it up.
Yeah, take what you can get.
Here we go, one-on-one. Jackson. Good, and it's Odyssey Sims who picks up the assist.
Fast break points in their favor. They're really pushing the tempo.
And defensively, you've got to have better floor balance and commitment to hustling back.
Pass to Endor Fall. To end the run! Clarendon, defended by Sheldon. Jackson. And the Sparks getting another bucket right there.
Usually teams go on runs and it comes from a lot of layups and dunks, but that's not the case here.
Yeah, they put this run together on the strength of their mid-range jumpers. And you know something? They might as well be layups the way they're shooting it.
Out to the left wing. Shot clock at 6. Out of bounds. Sun ball as Connecticut.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Charles. 4 on the clock. Beyond the arc. And so it looks like the Suns will retain possession here.
Substitution on the court.
Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 minutes gone by. 6 on the shot clock. Poked loose. Fast break. Here come the Sparks. It's good.
Oh, that was nice.
She shot 7 and made 7. I think that's 100%. And And another fast break for the Sparks. Here we go. Shot's good by Cannon.
And now this is just getting ridiculous. They can't possibly keep this up much longer.
When was the last time they missed, Tim? This is just a remarkable shooting display.
They're putting on a clinic.
And here they come. Here's Morrell. That's good, and it's Leisha Clarendon with the assist.
And their shooting percentage continues to climb in the second half.
Well, as a group, they've been in total sync since the break. Good team basketball, and it's resulted in high-quality shots.
Very good adjustment at the half.
Leisha Clarendon attacking. Makes it off the glass.
They've been able to depend on her offense all game, guys. She's just not wasting any chances, any shots she's had.
And if they want to make things even easier on themselves here late in the ball game, I got an idea. Just keep getting her the basketball.
Outside to Shields. Clock at 6. Looking to end the drought. Rebound by the Sparks. Outside Stevens. Amby outside. Up and in on the layup.
And that's the Erica Amby's favorite place to operate. Just terrific inside.
And so here's Connecticut. They have yet to put up any points here in the fourth. Here's Charles. The shot, no good. Now here's Amby. Here's Cannon. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
I don't want to say that they're trying to run up the score, but they do keep adding up to that lead.
Well, if you won't say it, partner, I will. They're trying to run up the score here.
Thanks for saying that, Brian.
Left side, Stevens. Another one falls for the Sparks.
Loves to grow and improve. Stevens is always looking to add another wrinkle to her game, and that catch and shoot's pretty deadly.
And stolen by Clarendon. And that one's good.
That steal paid instant dividends.
Sure did. They didn't waste any time getting out on the break.
Just so quick.
It's first. Clarendon covering.
Rejected by De'Erica Hamby. And so
I want to thank Connecticut for hosting this game. Sorry we have to beat y'all 127 to 0. See you next time. I want to thank my fan, DD Norris 35, for coming in and kicking it with your boy. See you next time. Peace, love, and loyalty.